This video is sponsored by RKTF University, Radisson Blu.
Good morning, I'm Vidushi Agarwal and you're watching News Flash. Today is the 27th of July and we have a lineup of crucial stories touching every corner of the globe, from the latest developments in politics to groundbreaking advancements in technology. The European Union will transfer 1.5 billion euros from frozen Russian assets to Ukraine, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen announced on social media platform X on Friday. She stated, "Today we transfer 1.5 billion euros in proceeds from immobilized Russian assets to the defense and reconstruction of Ukraine." Concerned over frequent human rights violation in the Democratic Republic of Congo, European Union member states imposed sanctions on Friday on 9 individuals and 1 entity for human rights violation and abuses in the country and for their role in sustaining the conflict in the east of the country. Former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan, who is Oxford educated, is reportedly planning to run for the position of Chancellor at his alma mater in the UK from his prison cell via an online ballot. Now, Khan, 71-year-old, has been incarcerated since August 2023 after being arrested and convicted in several cases, with the longest sentence being 9 years. Vice President Kamala Harris, now the presumptive presidential nominee for the Democratic Party, has revitalized the Democrats' campaign against former US President Donald Trump. Harris's nomination has reinvigorated the election dynamics, which had been skewed in Trump's favor for several months. The US Department of Defense has acknowledged, albeit not publicly, that is spread propaganda in the Philippines aimed at undermining China's Sinovac vaccine during the COVID-19 pandemic. This revelation, documented in a June 25 memo, was brought out to light by a former top government official earlier this month. All eyes are on Paris as the biggest global sporting event. The Olympics will kick off on Friday. A grand event as it always is. The Paris Olympics 2024 will witness some of the finest athletes' participation, and with this, the city has become a hotbed for notorious activities. The UK would not proceed with efforts to question whether the International Criminal Court has jurisdiction to issue arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Defense Minister Yoav Gallant. Now, in May, the ICC's prosecutor had questioned and requested arrest warrants for Netanyahu, Gallant, and 3 Hamas leaders over alleged war crimes. NVIDIA is developing a customized AI chip specifically for China to navigate the challenges posed by stringent US exports controls. In a strategic move to maintain its market presence in China, NVIDIA is now working on a special server that will be paired with these new AI chips. It is time for a break now. We'll be back with more news. Stay tuned.
इस तरह आरकेटीएफ विश्वविद्यालय राज्य और देश के आधुनिक और उच्च विश्वविद्यालयों में से एक है।
RKTF यूनिवर्सिटी, ये है RKTF यूनिवर्सिटी।
RKTF University, a world-class university. Education glorifies nation.
The Philippine Coast Guard on Friday has announced that there is no indication of an oil leak from the industrial fuel cargo stored in the tanker Terra Nova, which sank in stormy weather in Manila Bay. However, there was an oil slick about 3.7 kilometers long reported on July 25. Several rockets were launched on Thursday and Friday against bases hosting troops from the US-led anti-jihadist coalition in Iraq and Syria, security officials and a war monitor said. Such attacks were frequent early in the war between Israel and Hamas, Palestinian militants in Gaza, but since then have largely halted. Sri Lanka is gearing up for its first presidential election since the onset of its worst economic crisis in decades, scheduled for September 21. This election is not only a significant political event but also a pivotal moment for the country's ongoing recovery and future stability. NASA astronauts Butch Wilmore and Sunita Williams will have been stuck at the International Space Station, the ISS, for over a month and a half, for longer than their intended short stay. They arrived on June 6 aboard Boeing's Starliner spacecraft, which has faced numerous technical issues and delays over the years. India and the US signed the Cultural Property Agreement on Friday during the 46th session of the World Heritage Committee. The agreement, signed by US Ambassador to India Eric Garcetti and Govind Mohan, Secretary of India's Ministry of Culture, facilitates the repatriation of India's priceless heritage and aims to deepen cultural ties between the two nations. G20 nations have agreed to collaborate on ensuring the proper or super rich pay their taxes, according to a declaration adopted on Friday after a meeting of finance minister in Rio de Janeiro. The topic of tax-dodging billionaires was a central issue at the two-day meeting in the Brazilian city, which will host the next G20 summit in November. The Allahabad High Court on Wednesday ordered a Muslim girl to be sent to Nari Niketan in Lucknow, despite her request to be with her Hindu live-in partner. The court noted the uncertainty about her age and her mother's claim that her minor daughter had been forcibly taken by the Hindu man. During question hour on Friday, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla reprimanded a union minister for chatting with his hand in his pocket. "Mr. Minister, please remove your hand from the pocket," Birla remarked. He also appealed to members not to enter the house with hands in pockets and urged MPs to avoid crossing in front of a member who was raising an issue. The 2024 Paris Olympics have officially begun, with the torch lighting up the cauldron transported by a hot air balloon. Indian shuttler PV Sindhu, who won a silver medal in Rio and a bronze in Tokyo, aims to become the first Indian athlete to win 3 Olympic medals if she reaches the podium in Paris. That's all for the headlines of the day. For more updates, download the app and keep watching Rhythm.